This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Building up a world, I'm gonna let it shine. Building up a world, I'm gonna let it shine. Building up a world, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. You may be seated.
Please join me in saying our chalice lighting words. We light this chalice for the warmth of love, the light of truth, and the energy of service. If you're joining us on Zoom, our internet is a little flaky this morning, so some things may be old school, but please type into the Zoom chat where you're lighting from. And now, Sundar and I will light the diyas. As we do in every service, please join me rising as you're willing and able for the affirmation of the church. It's printed in the order of service. Love is the doctrine of this church, the quest of truth, sacrament, and service is its prayer. Dwell together in peace, to seek truth in freedom, to serve humankind in fellowship, to the end that all souls may grow into harmony with the divine. This do we covenant with one another. El amor es la doctrina de esta iglesia. La búsqueda de la verdad es su sacramento. Y el servicio a su oración. Habitar juntos en paz. Buscar la verdad con libertad. Servir a la humanidad juntos. Con el fin de que todas las almas puedan crecer en armonía con lo divino. Esto es lo que pactamos unos con otros. We light this candle in recognition of the Tamian and Muwekma Ohlone indigenous peoples who were the first humans to inhabit and sustain this land thousands of years before settler colonizers arrived. We honor the resilience of these indigenous peoples in the face of devastating harm. And we lift up the resilience of their neighboring tribe to the south, the Amamutsun tribal band, with whom we are working to preserve their sacred land of Juristock and to ensure that their culture continues to thrive.
Good morning, and welcome to the First Unitarian Church of San Jose. You are truly welcome here. We are people of many genders and sexualities. Gender diversity is sacred, and we cherish all other diversities amongst us, including racial, ethnic, and financial diversity, and the diversity of our beliefs. Also the diversity of size and shape and color of our bodies and what we are capable of doing at any given time. We welcome you as your whole self to this sacred time and place. The mission of this church is to make love visible in all we say and do. If you're new here, please reach out and talk with any of us. We value your presence. Bound together by our commitment to making love visible, we gather to deepen our spirits, to work for justice, and to create one sacred family. I'm Sundar Mudupalli. My pronouns are he and him. We want to thank the volunteers and staff who made today's service possible. During the service, our tech team will display a slide with their names. Also, the volunteers are listed on the order of service. I want to say that we are having some tech problems today where the internet is down and we're trying to see if we can still broadcast. So if you're on Zoom, you're probably not going to be able to hear us, or maybe you are. Oh, all right, okay. Thank you, Bruce and Sue. Maybe we're broadcasting in another way, and the rest of the tech crew. I guess at this point, we'll now say hi to our friends on Zoom, and now the camera person is showing all the friends in the Zoom so that the friends can see us. If you're new here, please reach out to any one of us. You're also welcome to visit the welcome table in Harry Potter, welcome table after the service during the social hour in Harry Potter Hall. We're fortunate to have a crew of coffee hosts. Enjoy a cup of coffee or tea and a treat after the service. If you need a listening ear this week, please get in touch with our pastoral associate, whose name and email are on the order of service. Okay. Yes, and that's John Hurd today, and John was outside if you didn't. Oh, there he is. Hi, John. If you didn't get to see him on the way in. All right. For me, the church is a place of community where we can combine our strengths and make love visible.
It's time for a good story. So if you're young at heart, or flexible, please come down to the labyrinth. So our story today is about a little girl and her favorite holiday, Diwali. Diwali was my favorite holiday as well when I was growing up, and that was because of fireworks. Loud and sometimes dangerous, but fireworks. Oh, perfect, thank you. Okay, I think that's close enough, good. My Diwali Light by Raakhee Mirchandani. Diwali is my time to shine. From bindis and bangles to diyas and decorations, the Diwali season is all about the sparkle. And so am I. Before I can peacock in patiala pants and twirl in my new lehenga, I've got to get my room ready for Lakshmi Mata. Nani says, when we clean our home, we remember to keep our hearts clean too. So there's a grandma or Nani. I throw on my best cleaning ensemble and hope that Mama doesn't check under my bed. All clean, Mama, I tell her, my stomach rumbling from the smells of Diwali filling up our apartment. All that organizing sure made me hungry. It's a good cleaning ensemble. Nani's in the kitchen frying up puris that look like fluffy pillows. Papa forms perfectly round besan laddus. I add a pistachio to the top of each so the desserts look like they're wearing green bindis, just like me. I've been saving my red bindi for a special occasion, and there's nothing more special than Diwali. But do I have anything to wear that matches? Nani brought me 5 new outfits from India: blues, greens, yellows, pinks. Some suits have embroidered flowers, and others have mirrored vests and tie-dyed skirts. I try them all on before deciding on today's party look. We all celebrate Diwali in different ways. My cousins buy new clothes, Daddy buys gold jewelry. In my family, we wrap up our laddus in fancy boxes and deliver them to the people we love. Mama, Papa, and I hop from house to house, stopping in to see friends, sharing chikki and chai, sparklers and samosas. I eat so many samosas at Nikki Masi's house, I think I'm going to burst. At Mama G's house, I got to be the DJ, playing all her favorite songs. But my favorite part about Diwali is the big party we have in our apartment. Papa makes the most delicious pakoras, paneer, and chaat. Mama hangs strings of marigolds and twinkling lights. Nani helps me paint diyas. She says the flame is a reminder for all of us to shine our lights brightly, to be kind, helpful, and loving. Okay. Our friends arrive, bringing mithai and macaroons, cookies and laddus. Nani says the sweet treats remind us to speak sweetly to each other, not just on Diwali, but always. I can barely speak with all those jalebis in my mouth. By the way, there are jalebis after the service in Harry Potter Hall. The Bollywood beats travel down to the street, and my friends clap loudly, watching me show off some new dance moves that I learned from my cousin Kiran. Papa and I do rangoli on the floor with colored rice. He makes a paisley pattern, and I make a peace sign. Some of my friends try rangoli too, making hearts and pillows and rainbows. Diwali is best when we are together, I tell my friends. I take a picture with my mind so I won't forget a single face. So you can see the rangoli. Some neighbors pass by asking us what we're celebrating, and we invite them to join us. The more people, the brighter the light. That's our Diwali motto. Neighbors. After our guests are gone, Mama and Papa drink chai. Nani and I sneak away to exchange presents. I give her a bracelet I made with my best beads. I wear to sleep the necklace she gave me. Okay. And Happy Diwali, Devi, my mama whispers when she wakes me up the next morning. It's finally here, my favorite holiday. I give Mama and Papa big hugs and the Diwali cards I made for them at school. Papa gets glitter in his hair, and Mama gets some in her eyelashes. And they both shimmer like stars. When it's time for the Diwali puja, I sit right in the front and have Papa get the thali ready. I sprinkle the rice in the water and help shower the statues in the mandir with milk, yogurt, honey, ghee, and sugar. We offer flowers and mithai, and I shake the coins. Mama sings the arti, and I ring the bell loudly. This is a traditional prayer. We all pray our own prayers, quietly whispering words of hope from deep in our hearts. Mama said she prayed that we are happy and healthy. Papa said he prayed for peace and happiness around the world. Nani said she prayed we're always together on Diwali. I pray that my Diwali light shines all year long. The end. Thank you. And now let's sing our children off with the recessional. The words are in the order of service.
May your mind be open to new learning. May your lips bring truth into the world. May your heart know love and your hands do the work of justice as you go your way in peace. As you go your way in peace.
Today is a time when we can share with each other our joys and sorrows. If you have any that you'd like to share, please come up and and share what's on your mind, keeping it to headlines. Thank you. Now light one last candle for all those joys and sorrows that are still in our hearts. And for those on Zoom who are wanting to express things, we hold you in our hearts too. Now I invite the worship host to come forward to receive today's offering. The work of this church continues, and our support is as important as ever. We thank you for all of your contributions and your presence, which is contribution in its own way. Thank you for your generosity in helping this church continue its mission.
Hi, good morning and welcome again. My name is Sundar Mudupalli, and I've been a member of the First Unitarian Church for more than 35 years. I'm very happy to participate in this Diwali service. We've been doing this for many years, and it is a lay-led service. A lot of things in this church, including the carpeting, the chairs you're sitting on, the sound system, the broadcast is all done by volunteers and members, and we thank them, and I encourage you to participate in the church. I've gotten a lot out of being a member of this church. From a worship perspective, I share a reflection about one service a year, usually on Diwali. So last year, we were on the cusp of the election. And I don't know if you remember, but I remember asking the question, which part of the story of the Ramayana were we in? Were we in the part of the Ramayana where Sri Rama comes home victorious back from Ayodhya, and then he's crowned the king, and people live together in peace? Or were we in the part of the Ramayana where Sri Rama is banished to the forest and has to fight demons and evil creatures for the next 12 years? Well, I mean, that's the story in the Ramayana. Well, we all know how that kind of played out. For me, we're in a part of the Ramayana where we have a long struggle ahead. I hope it's only 4 years. Maybe it's 12, don't know. And I've been very distraught with a lot of the things going on in the government, and I'm sure a lot of people here are as well. And just when I think that things couldn't get worse, they have repeatedly gotten worse. Even though the president and his team are exercising their power and more, I don't see any of them happier today than they were a year ago. The more power he gets, the more power he needs in order to feel better. I find that to be a pretty sad situation. I feel sad for us. I feel sad for the country. I even feel sad for the president, that even with the love and the affection of all those who supported him, he's not happy. That is the compassion I feel for the president. And I believe this month we're talking about compassion. Going back to the Ramayana, Rama has to fight a lot of demons and evil creatures. And then Sita gets abducted by the evil king Ravana. And if you follow the story, there's a long time between the time that Sita got abducted and Rama goes around, finds support, gets support from other people, builds an army of monkeys to invade Sri Lanka and win back Sita. Through all of this, I'm kind of reminded of how Sri Rama stayed true to his purpose. So I don't know what's going to happen, and I know it's going to be pretty challenging, but we have to stay true to our purpose. Keep the good fight, keep fighting. And as John Lewis said, create good trouble. My spiritual practice extends beyond the church, and though I'm quite concerned about our country, I am also a U.S. citizen. There are other things going on in my life, and some of them are really good. And Diwali is a great time to celebrate. My health and my family are very important to me, both my spiritual, emotional, and mental health. And there are things I can do to make myself feel better. While I'm a Unitarian, I'm also a practicing Hindu. And what I've been doing most recently, and has helped me feel better, is listening to lectures on Vishnu Sahasranama. The title literally means all the names of Lord Vishnu. There are 1,000 names in the chant, and every name reveals an aspect of the divine or an avatar. And Rama, the warrior king, is one of the avatars of Vishnu. And as I'm listening to these lectures, it's 1,000 names, so each name, there's a story, so it's long. I'm probably about halfway through now, in about a year. And in the lectures, he explains how God loves his devotees so much that God is willing to go to any length for his devotees. I think that's been very true in my life. A year ago, my older son Vineet and my daughter-in-law Lucy were living in London, 8 time zones away. We spoke to them a few times a month. This February, they moved to San Francisco, and I'm overjoyed. I'm very happy and grateful that they're right here. We get to meet them, a few times every few weeks, and we get to talk to them a few times a week. And I want to enjoy the time while they're here and not take anything for granted. My younger one, Neelish, is a senior in high school and could be away at college this time next year. So Diwali is a very auspicious time in the Hindu calendar and is a very important Hindu festival. So I'm really delighted that all of my immediate family is going to be with us today, later on, at home, and we're going to be celebrating Diwali with them. My children grew up in the First Unitarian Church right here, and I've benefited from your participation. And I've learned a lot from all of you who've been parents, and I'm grateful for your guidance. So all of this would not have been possible without all this coming together. So I welcome you into Diwali, and I want to wish you the very best in Diwali, and a happy Diwali to you.
Our sung meditation this morning is number 178 in the gray hymnal, Raghupati. Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavan Sita Ram Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavan Sita Ram Sita Ram Jai Sita Ram Patita Pavan Sita Ram Sita Ram Jai Sita Ram Patita Pavan Sita Ram Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavan Sita Ram Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavan Sita Ram Ishvara Alaheranam Santo Sanmuktirte Bhagwan Ishvara Alaheranam Santo Sanmuktirte Bhagwan Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavan Sita Ram Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavan Sita Ram Sita Ram Jai Sita Ram Patita Pavan Sita Ram Sita Ram Jai Sita Ram Patita Pavan Sita Ram. Last time. Raghupati Raghava Raja Ram Patita Pavan Sita Eyaya Balano Saka is a song from India, traditionally sung by children during Diwali, the Festival of Lights. It is in the Konkani language, which is spoken primarily in the Konkan region of Western India, specifically in the coastal areas of Goa, Karnataka, Maharashtra, and Kerala. It is the official language of Goa and one of the 22 scheduled languages of India. The late film composer and founder of the Madras Youth Choir, Manamadurai Balakrishnan Srinivasan, wrote this song to celebrate Diwali. Featuring lyrics by Srimata Chandra Bhatt, our version today was arranged by John Higgins. Srinivasan and Higgins intersected in their study of Carnatic music, the classical music of southern India. Eyaya Bolano Sakad is written in the Harikamboji Melakarta Raga. In Carnatic music, the 28th Melakarta, or parent scale, in the Carnatic 72 Melakarta Ragam system, 72 scales. It has the same ascending and descending scale as our, what we call the Western Mixolydian mode. Essentially, it is a major scale with a flattened or minor seventh degree. Think do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, te, do, te, la, so, fa, mi, re, do. Or, in the Carnatic solfege system, which is called sargam, first ascending, which is called arohana, sa, re, ga, ma, pa, da, ni, sa, and then descending, avarohana, sa, ni, ra, pa, ma, ga, re, sa. The literal translation of our Konkani text is, "Come, children, listen to the secrets of life." Childhood is a gift to us when we can learn all that is taught. Arranged for a three-part choir by John Higgins, this is Eyaya Bolano Sakad.
Come, children, gather near. Come, hear the secrets of life. Come, children, gather near. Come, hear the secrets of life. Childhood is a gift, it's passing by so fast we can never appreciate. Something we really should celebrate. Childhood is a gift, it's passing by so fast we can never appreciate. This is the time when we all can power to learn and grow. This is the time when we all can build on the things we know. Ayaya Balano Sakada Studi Chari Ekunda Ayaya Balano Sakada 우리 자리에 굳건
So each year for the past decade, I've joined Sundar and others in giving in the Diwali service. And I've given, each of those years, I've given a reflection on what Diwali means to me. You might be wondering, after a decade, hasn't he run out of things to say? Yes, and that was years ago. Thank you for listening to this year's edition. This year, I'd like to talk about my family's journey as immigrants, and I try to connect that to Diwali, specifically Rama's exile and return home, as told in the Ramayana, as Sundar also reflected on. First, let me talk about my family's journey. We emigrated from India to the United States in 1973. I was 8 years old. Today, I wonder, why was my family allowed in? And how is it that we're eventually given permanent residency and then citizenship? Even in the best of times, it's not easy for immigrants to be allowed to be settled in the United States. There's a connection I'd like to make to a bit of American history. In 1965, President Lyndon Johnson signed the Hart-Celler Immigration Act into law. The signing ceremony took place at the base of the Statue of Liberty. The Hart-Celler Act shifted American immigration priorities away from the basis of national origin to the basis of skills. In practice, putting national origin first favored Anglo-Saxon peoples. Putting skills first broadened the net. That made it possible for people with skills from Asia, such as my dad, a trained physician, to be allowed in. My dad, like many immigrants, wanted to move here for the work experience, but he never intended to settle down in America. I've heard other immigrants voice similar sentiments, that they only want a temporary stay. One immigrant, a friend of mine, had a particular way of expressing that. She said to me, "I don't want to die here." It's not that she felt any threat to herself. Rather, when the time came, she wanted to live out her final years in the country where she was born. For some immigrants, being in a foreign land is not unlike exile. Now I'd like to return back to Diwali. I grew up in India where the Ramayana, which Sundar has also mentioned, is deep cultural knowledge. In that epic, Rama is a prince and heir to the throne of his kingdom. His father, the king, had several children by 3 wives. One of his wives, who was not Rama's mother, wanted her own son to be king. She convinced the king that he had once promised her anything. Therefore, if he was a man of his word, the king would make her son, not Rama, the next king. To further cement this, she asked the king that Rama be sent into exile for 12 years, long enough to pass out of memory. People in the kingdom begged Rama not to go. Rama didn't want his father to have to go back on his word. He chose to go into exile in the forest to keep his father's honor. When he returned 12 years later, legend has it the villagers welcomed back by lighting diyas, the lamps we lit earlier, to guide him home. I reflect on Rama's exile today, partly because it's Diwali, and also partly because of what I'm hearing from my friends. Some of my friends are immigrants like me. They talk about leaving America and emigrating elsewhere. One of my friends obtained a visa which gives him the right to settle in Spain. Another friend got Austrian citizenship. A third friend, a prominent scientist living in Florida, moved last month permanently to Singapore. My wife and I have also talked about leaving America. We've talked about moving to New Zealand. As some of you may know, we lived previously in New Zealand for 6 years, long enough to qualify for permanent residency. Will I make such a move? I'm not sure. I've lived in the Bay Area in Santa Clara for 25 years now. I don't see myself moving anywhere else. I'm not planning to move to New Zealand, though my wife and daughter like the idea. To borrow a phrase from my friend, I don't see myself dying there. I want my final years, wherever they may be, whenever they may be, hopefully not anytime soon, here in California. This Diwali, I feel like this country, this city, still feels like home to me, and that's a good feeling to have.
Our closing hymn this morning is number 197 in the gray hymnal, There Are Numerous Strings. Please rise in body or in spirit and join us. There are numerous strings in your lute. Let me add my own among them. Then when you smite your chords, Please remain standing.